A good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children, but a sinner's wealth is stored up for the righteous. Proverbs 13:22. This verse isn't just about money. It's a profound statement about the values and principles we pass down through generations. It's about the legacy we build, a legacy that encompasses not just material wealth, but also the richness of character, faith, and community. It's about leaving something better behind than what we started with. This could be in the form of wisdom, love, and a strong moral compass. We can do this through financial stability and by living a life guided by faith. Financial stability provides a foundation, but faith gives it purpose and direction. The Bible offers timeless wisdom for building wealth. These aren't get-rich-quick schemes. They are principles that encourage diligence, integrity, and stewardship. They are principles for lasting prosperity, both material and spiritual. Prosperity that is built on ethical practices and a heart aligned with God's will. Through stories and teachings, the Bible reveals a path to financial freedom. This freedom is not just about having money, but about using it wisely and generously. This path is paved with hard work, generosity, and trust in God. Hard work ensures we earn our keep, generosity ensures we share our blessings, and trust in God ensures we stay humble and grateful. It's a journey worth taking, a journey that transforms not just our bank accounts, but our hearts and minds. Let's explore these principles and see how they apply to our lives today. By doing so, we can build a legacy of abundance that truly lasts. Stewardship is a central theme in the Bible. It means managing everything God entrusts to us, including our finances. Think of yourself as a manager, not an owner. In the parable of the talents, each servant is given a different number of talents, a form of money. The servants who invested and multiplied their talents were praised. The servant who buried his talent out of fear was rebuked. This parable teaches us to be active and responsible with what we're given. That includes our money. Are you investing your resources wisely? Are you using them to grow and create a better future? The Bible emphasizes the importance of generosity. It teaches us that giving is not just a mere act, but a profound expression of love and compassion. It's not just about giving money, it's about sharing our time, our talents, and our resources with those in need. It's about giving of ourselves, our energy, and our love to make the world a better place. Give, and it will be given to you. This principle is echoed throughout the scriptures. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. Luke 6:38. This verse illustrates the overflowing abundance that comes from a generous heart. This verse speaks of abundance through giving. When we give freely, without expecting anything in return, we often find that we receive more than we could have imagined. When we are generous, we open ourselves to receive blessings in return. These blessings may not always be material, but they enrich our lives in countless ways. This isn't about a transactional relationship with God. It's about cultivating a spirit of generosity that reflects His love and grace. It's about aligning our hearts with His generosity. When we give, we mirror the boundless generosity of God. Remember the story of the widow's offering? This story is a powerful reminder of what true generosity looks like. She gave just 2 small coins, which was all she had to live on. But Jesus said she gave more than all the rich people. Why? Because her gift was a true sacrifice. Because she gave sacrificially from her heart. Her act of giving was a testament to her faith and trust in God. Let us be inspired by her example and strive to give with open hands and open hearts, knowing that in doing so, we are participating in the miracle of generosity. The hand of the diligent will rule, but the lazy man will be put to forced labor. Proverbs 12:24. The Bible is clear, hard work and diligence are key to success. Think about the ant in Proverbs 6:6-8. It works hard, even when no one is watching. It prepares for the future and is rewarded with abundance. We can learn a lot from this tiny creature. Diligence isn't just about working long hours. It's about working with purpose, integrity, and excellence. It's about using our God-given talents and abilities to the fullest. Section 5. Talents. God's gifts, our responsibility. Remember the parable of the talents? It teaches us that God gives each of us unique gifts and abilities. It's our responsibility to use them wisely. What are you good at? What brings you joy? How can you use your talents to serve others and make a difference in the world? Don't be afraid to step out in faith and pursue your passions. God will bless your efforts if you are aligned with His will. Section 6. Trusting the Master Gardener. Look at the birds of the air, that they do not sow, nor reap, nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. These birds, so carefree and light, go about their days without a hint of worry. They trust in the provision of nature, orchestrated by the Master Gardener. Are you not worth much more than they? Matthew chapter 6, verse 26. This verse reminds us of our value in the eyes of God. If He takes care of the birds, how much more will He care for us? Worrying won't solve our financial problems. It only adds to our stress and anxiety, clouding our judgment and stealing our peace. Instead, we need to trust in God's provision. By placing our trust in Him, we open ourselves to His guidance and support. He knows our needs and will provide for us, just like He provides for the birds of the air. This assurance allows us to release our worries and embrace a sense of calm, just like He provides for the birds of the air. They do not fret about their next meal, and neither should we. Trusting in God's provision means believing that He will meet our needs in His perfect timing. This doesn't mean we sit back and do nothing. We are called to be diligent and responsible in our efforts. We still need to work hard and be responsible. Our actions and efforts are important, but they should be accompanied by faith and trust in God's plan. But we can do so with a heart of peace, knowing that our hard work is complemented by God's provision. This balance brings a sense of fulfillment and joy, knowing that God is in control. As we trust in Him, we find peace in the midst of our efforts, and our hearts are filled with gratitude for His unwavering care. Section 7. Humility, the fertile ground for growth. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. Proverbs 16:18. Humility is essential for financial and spiritual growth. When we are prideful, we close ourselves off from God's blessings. Remember the story of King Nebuchadnezzar in the book of Daniel? His pride led to his downfall. But when he humbled himself before God, he was restored. Humility allows us to learn from our mistakes, seek wise counsel, and remain teachable. It creates fertile ground for God's blessings to flow into our lives. Section 8. Modern-day miracles, biblical principles in action. These biblical principles are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. Countless people have experienced financial breakthroughs by applying them. Consider single mothers who, through hard work and faith, provide for their children. They are living examples of diligence and trust in God. Think about entrepreneurs who use their businesses to create jobs and give back to their communities. They embody the spirit of stewardship and generosity. These stories remind us that God is still in the miracle-working business. When we align our lives with His principles, we open ourselves to His blessings. Section 9. Your journey to financial peace. A tapestry, woven with faith and action, building wealth. God's way is a journey, not a destination. It requires consistent effort, a willingness to learn, and a heart surrendered to God. Start by taking small steps today. Create a budget, pay off debt, and start investing, even if it's just a small amount. As you experience the faithfulness of God in your finances, your faith will grow. Remember, true wealth is not measured solely by our bank accounts. It's measured by the richness of our relationships, the joy we find in serving others, and the peace that surpasses all understanding. Section 10. Claim your inheritance, a life of abundance. The Bible promises a life of abundance for those who follow God's principles. This doesn't necessarily mean we'll all be millionaires. It means we'll have everything we need to live a fulfilling and purposeful life. It's a life where our needs are met and we have more than enough to share with others. It's a life of freedom from financial worry and a deep sense of contentment. The path to financial freedom is open to you. Will you choose to walk it? Will you trust God with your finances and experience the abundance He has in store for you? The choice is yours.